Before your feet touch the floor, your entire future is already being decided, not by fate, not by luck, but by what you choose to do in the next few minutes. The world doesn't transform when the sun rises, it transforms when you rise with intention. If you knew that 5 minutes every morning could rewrite your whole story, would you still scroll or would you awaken? Every morning is not just another beginning. It is an opportunity to relay your life with purpose, direction, and clarity. What you do before the world demands your attention, that sacred space of stillness, is where your true power lies. This is the realm where champions are born, where destinies are shaped, and where peace finds its permanent residence. Morning is not simply a time of day, it is the reset button for your soul. The first act of your day must be a declaration. Speak what you intend, even if the world is silent. You are not speaking for the world to hear, you are commanding your spirit to lead. Whisper your vision like a secret only heaven needs to hear. Say it aloud, this is who I am becoming. This is the life I'm building. There is force in your voice, and when your soul hears it, your day obeys it. Do not reach for your phone. Reach inward. Place your hand on your chest and recognize the mirror still beating there. That rhythm is proof that you're not done yet, and neither is your dream. You are not just waking up to go to work. You are waking up to become the architect of something eternal, your legacy. Move your body with purpose. Stretch like you are making space for your future. Breathe it deeply like you're inhaling new beginnings and exhaling the weight of yesterday. This isn't exercise, it's a silent ceremony. You are shaking off fear, fatigue, failure. You are honoring the body that carries your vision forward. Sit in stillness. Silence is not emptiness. It is the soil where clarity grows. In those quiet moments, ask the question, what must I become today to be worthy of the future I desire? Don't rush for answers, let wisdom whisper back. Greatness isn't loud, it's focused, and it visits those who are brave enough to listen. Give thanks, not as a ritual, but as a reawakening. Gratitude isn't about being polite, it's about recognizing the hidden gold inside the ordinary. When you say thank you for what you already have, you unlock the doors to what you haven't even imagined. Gratefulness is the currency that buys peace in advance. Review your purpose, not your calendar, not your schedule, but the reason you were placed here. Your purpose is not a task, it is a fire. Every morning you must feed it. Remind yourself why you refuse to settle. Remind yourself of the people counting on your courage. You are not alive by accident. You are alive to deliver something this world cannot manufacture you. Speak to your fears before they speak to you. Say you are not in charge today. Fear thrives in silence. But when confronted, it shrinks. Your courage isn't the absence of fear, it's the decision to rise in spite of it. Morning is the training ground. It's where warriors prepare before the battle even begins. Make a promise to yourself. Not a resolution, a vow. Say, today I will not betray myself. Keep that promise. Even if the world disappoints you, even if things fall apart, never let yourself become your own enemy. Your relationship with yourself is the foundation of every other success you will ever know. Don't seek motivation, seek consistency. Motivation fades. But habits build altars where transformation visits daily. Do this every morning, not because it's easy, but because it's sacred. Success is not an event, it is a rhythm. And your mornings are the drumbeat of your destiny. As you step out of your room, remember, you are not just walking into a new day, you are walking into a new identity. Everything has changed because you have changed. And that change began not out there, but within, in the quiet hours when no one was watching, but heaven was listening. So tomorrow when you wake up, do not rush, do not stumble. Do not forget, stand still. Breathe, speak, move. And remember this truth. The world does not change because the sun rises, it changes because you rise with it. Before the world awakens and distractions rise like waves, there's a moment only you control. It is the space between sleep and movement where decisions create direction. In that small window, your future waits for instructions. Choose to use those first few minutes not in reaction, but with clarity. Don't just roll out of bed, rise with reason. Don't just follow time, lead it. Those quiet moments are sacred. They whisper the blueprint of how your day will unfold. If you begin scattered, you invite chaos. But if you begin with calm conviction, you command results. How you start is how you finish. A purposeful morning sets a purposeful life. Success isn't built in the middle of the day. It's sculpted in the shadows before dawn. Show up for yourself when no one else is watching. The early hours belong to the discipline. Train your mornings and your life will follow. There is a reason your voice matters, because words create worlds. Each morning, don't just think your goals. Speak them. Declare who you are becoming, not who you've been. Your voice is not for noise, it is for instruction. When you speak with intention, your spirit listens. Your words are not for others to hear. They are for your future to obey. Say, I am focused. I am rising. I am ready. You are programming your environment with invisible commands. Reality bends to the strong. Don't whisper doubt. Don't repeat yesterday's pain. Replace old scripts with new affirmations. Speak life, even when it feels distant. The tongue is not just for conversation, it's for creation. Announce your victory before it happens. Your daily declaration is not arrogance, it is alignment. When your voice rises, so does your atmosphere. Before you open messages, open your heart. Before you reach for the world, reach inward. Your inner world is your headquarters. It runs everything else. Every morning, return home to yourself. Center your mind before entering the noise of the day. Reflect before reacting. Ask yourself, what do I need to be today? The power to change anything begins by examining everything inside. Don't outsource your peace to anyone. Peace begins when presence is practiced. When you align internally, the outside can't shake you. What you nurture inside becomes visible outside. Feed your thoughts with focus, not fear. Your identity is forged in silence. Protect it fiercely. Don't trade your energy for attention. Real power is internal, not external. Morning alignment is not luxury, it is survival. Every breath is a chance to begin again. The first deep breath of your morning is more than oxygen. It's an invitation to reclaim yourself. Inhale with meaning. Exhale what no longer serves you. This isn't about relaxation, it's about restoration. When you breathe with intention, you re-enter your body with control. You awaken parts of yourself that slept through stress. Deep breathing slows the storm. It calms the chaos. It reminds you that presence is more powerful than pressure. When you take charge of your breath, you take charge of your state. Breathe like you're resetting the narrative. Every exhale is a release. Every inhale is a renewal. You are not just surviving, you are resetting the system. The future doesn't begin out there. It begins with the air you command right now. Thankfulness is not just an emotion, it's a force. Gratitude sharpens vision. It shifts your eyes from lack to abundance. Every morning before listing your problems, list your blessings. You woke up, and that alone is proof of purpose. Say thank you for things others take for granted. Breath, strength, opportunity. Gratitude doesn't ignore the hard, it magnifies the good. It makes your spirit wealthy even when your hands are empty. It's not about pretending everything's perfect. It's about realizing something is still worth praising. A grateful heart doesn't beg for more, it attracts more. Where gratitude flows, growth follows. Give thanks, not just to feel good, but to stay grounded. Gratitude protects you from bitterness. It removes the fog of comparison. Begin with it, and everything becomes clear. Your body is not just a vessel, it's your first tool. How you treat it each morning determines how it will serve you. Move with purpose, even if it's just a stretch. Don't drag yourself through the day. Prepare your body to carry the weight of vision. A slow stretch is not laziness. It is intention. It is a signal to your cells that greatness is near. Movement awakens energy. It shakes off the dust of doubt. Your body holds memory reminded of strength. Stand tall. Roll your shoulders back. Remind yourself that confidence is a posture, not a product. Treat your body as the bridge to your goals. It obeys your care. Don't punish it with neglect. Honor it with attention. Wake it up like a warrior putting on armor. Silence is not emptiness, it is clarity waiting to be heard. In the early hours, sit still. Not to do, but to be. In the silence, your thoughts introduce themselves. You begin to hear the truth behind the noise. Don't rush to fill the space. Let wisdom rise from the quiet. Sit in that stillness long enough and answers begin to form. Clarity doesn't arrive in chaos, it arrives in pause. Stillness is where your soul exhales. It's where your direction becomes visible. When you sit with yourself, you meet the parts of you that get drowned out daily. Silence is not weakness, it is strength without noise. Learn to listen more than you speak. Let the stillness teach you what hustle never can. In quiet, you remember who you are. You are not a prisoner of fear unless you give it authority. Morning is the time to strip it of power before fear creeps in with its lies. Confront it. Say, you don't lead me today. Your voice backed by intention silences fear. It doesn't mean fear disappears. It means it obeys you. Courage is not the absence of fear. It's the decision to move through it. Address it directly. It feeds on silence. But when you declare your stance, fear crumbles. Don't let fear speak first. Speak over it. Say what you believe, even if your hands shake. Each morning, look fear in the face and remind it who's in charge. You don't need to be fearless. You just need to be louder than your doubt. Your calendar shows what you do. Your purpose shows why you do it. Every morning, remind yourself of the why. Don't let your day be hijacked by tasks without meaning. Revisit your mission. Ask yourself, does today align with who I'm becoming? Purpose is your anchor. Without it, you drift. Before emails, before errands, return to the core. Your life is not a checklist, it's a calling. Morning is when you recalibrate your compass. Realign your actions with your assignment. Reconnect with the fire that makes work feel like worship. Purpose is not always loud. Sometimes it's a gentle nudge that says, keep going. Listen to it daily or the noise of the world will drown it. Purpose is personal, protected like a treasure. Motivation comes and goes like the wind. But consistency is the engine. Each morning, don't wait to feel ready, be ready. Discipline doesn't ask for permission. It moves. Build a rhythm that continues even when your feelings don't cooperate. You won't always feel inspired, but you can always show up. Success is found in showing up again and again, even on quiet mornings, especially on quiet mornings. Consistency turns daily habits into transformation. It turns ordinary routines into extraordinary results. Don't rely on hype, rely on habits. Motivation may spark the fire, but discipline keeps it burning. Build routines so strong that skipping them feels off. Every morning, choose consistency because repetition builds results, not emotion. You were not created to merely exist. You were born to influence, to change, to build. Each morning, rise not as a survivor of time, but as a leader of destiny. Don't wake up just to go through the motions. Wake up to make impact. Remind yourself that someone somewhere is depending on your strength today. You are not just clocking into work, you are stepping into your assignment. Your words, your presence, your mindset, all carry weight. A true leader begins in silence, behind closed doors, long before the applause. Refuse to drag your feet into the day. Enter with authority. Even if the world doesn't recognize your importance yet, act like it does. There is royalty in how you carry yourself. There is power in how you enter a room. Command the atmosphere, not with noise, but with conviction. You don't follow the day follows you. You were not born to blend, you were born to lead with quiet fire. A promise made to others means little if the promises to yourself are always broken. Each morning is an invitation to rebuild trust with yourself. Say what you mean, then do it. The first person you must believe in you is you. Make a vow, today I will not abandon me. No matter who walks away, no matter what shakes, you stand with yourself. Integrity begins with how you treat your own dreams. Stop delaying the life you've imagined. Stop betraying your own vision by putting yourself last. You are not selfish for honoring your time. You are wise. The world may distract, but your word to yourself must remain firm. Keep that promise. Show up even when no one claps. Keep that vow even when no one notices. This is how trust grows. This is how confidence is born from kept promises made in the dark. The life everyone sees is the harvest of the seeds you plant privately. Morning is the garden where character is grown. Before the world applauds, practice. Before the world validates, prepare. Your identity is not proven in crowds, it is forged in the hidden hours. What you do when no one is watching becomes who you are when everyone is. Build in the shadows so your light is authentic. Real transformation is not for show, it's for soul. You don't need a stage to be powerful. You need discipline when no one is looking. You need honesty in your own silence. Morning routines become mirrors. They show who you're becoming before the world reflects it back. What you feed in secret becomes visible in seasons. Don't underestimate your quiet growth. One day the world will call it overnight success, but you'll know the truth. It started here every morning alone, but full of fire. Rushing is the enemy of revelation. Your morning should not be a race, it should be a ritual. Sacred, steady, unshaken. When you hurry, you miss the whispers, you skip the wisdom. You neglect the signals that guide you. The morning isn't just about getting up, it's about going in, deep, into yourself, into your future. You're not meant to stumble out of bed into chaos. You're meant to rise into clarity. That requires pace. It requires presence. Take your time. Breathe. Be still. Receive. Everything you're seeking won't be found in the speed, it's found in the slowness. Don't let urgency rob you of understanding. When you move with calm intention, your whole day changes. You're not behind. You're building momentum in stillness. Protect that rhythm. Honor the ritual. Rise like your morning is the most important meeting of your life, because it is. You weren't made to wander aimlessly. You were designed to direct. But direction doesn't appear out of thin air. It emerges when you rise with clarity, not confusion. Each morning, ask yourself, what must I do today that brings me closer to my vision? If you can't answer that, pause until you can. The world doesn't need more noise. It needs more people with clear aim. You weren't built to respond to everything. You were created to initiate something. The ones who change their lives are not always the loudest, but the clearest. They know what they want, and they pursue it with focus. Your day must serve your vision. Otherwise, your vision becomes a memory. Set your aim before you begin. Don't just move direct. Don't just show up lead. When you rise with direction, everything else falls into alignment. You become unshakable because you're no longer guessing, you're becoming. The world doesn't change when the clock strikes a new hour. It changes when you decide to shift. Morning is not a restart, it's a rebirth. A reset of energy, intention, and self-belief. You don't need anyone's permission to begin again. You don't need circumstances to shift before you do. Rise as if everything is already working in your favor. Walk like the universe is backing your every step. That power doesn't come from outside. It's born from your decision to rise differently. You're not just getting up to face another day. You're getting up to create another day. One built by your actions, your thoughts, your energy. And that creation begins in your morning mindset. Speak it, see it, step into it. You've got more power than you've been using. Don't just wake up, rise up. Reintroduce yourself to life, not as who you were, but as who you've chosen to become.